Hello everyone, my name is Cliff and welcome back to my channel. This is Cliff's Dark Gems. And if you're new here, welcome for the first time. And today I'm just going to give a quick life update. And then I'm going to give some advice for new booktubers. So stay tuned. Okay everyone, so we've had a couple of very stressful weeks, never mind weeks, actually we've had a very stressful month and I haven't uploaded a hell of a lot. My wife's dad passed sadly, and in addition to that we've had something else quite horrible has happened, and I'm not going to go into details. I did post on my community page and yeah, it's been kind of traumatic, but I love booktube. I love talking to you guys, I love uploading videos, so I'm going to continue to do so as often as possible. And if I don't do it like 3 times a week, like I say on my page, then I apologize, but I will try as often as possible. Okay everyone, so I know that there are lots of videos out there. Layla's having a scratch. There's lots of videos out there about advice for new booktubers and how to start a channel and all that stuff. I'm just hoping I can add something to what all those people are saying and just give my own, from my own experience, give my own 2 cents worth, and I hope you enjoy it. And I've broken it up into 3 parts. First of all, starting a channel in the first place, and then the whole idea of filming, and then being a booktuber and basically growing your channel. So yeah, let's get started. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to try and do this quite continuously, so there's going to be a few breaks involved, but yeah, I will be kind of looking at my notes from time to time as well, just so you know. Okay, first off, starting a channel. Now the most important thing is that you have to do this for the right reason. You love books, right? You're passionate about books, you want to talk about books, and you want to be a booktuber, and that's great. Just don't go in expecting to be an overnight success. And I just want to say, booktube is a tiny part of the YouTube community. Just lately I've been watching other YouTubers. Been quite fun, but also I needed something different because I'm feeling a bit traumatized myself, and I needed to do something outside of booktube. So I watched other YouTubers, kind of reaction videos to sport, to music, to lifestyles around the world, and it's insane the numbers these guys get. It's like kind of 90,000 subscribers, 50,000 subscribers just for talking about a new song, or for talking about a video about rugby. We booktubers, we love books. You're not going to get those kind of numbers. And if you want to grow, you have to work really, really hard. It's not something that just comes overnight, as I say. And yeah, and I think if people go into just wanting to monetize their channel and thinking it's just they're going to be a success, good news for you. You have to work really, really hard. You have to work hard. So rather go in and enjoy what you're doing. You love books. That's what you're going to do. Be yourself. Talk about books. So go in with the right reasons. Okay, another important thing is you don't have to have serious equipment. You don't have to have expensive equipment. We've got like a little camera. What is it, baby? Like a Canon camera, and that's it. And we got a light. We bought a ring light, a cheap one. It doesn't work very well at night, so you just got a normal light. It's shining on me right now, so filming in the evening. It doesn't have to be expensive. Use your cell phone. Use what you got. And also, and this is a big thing, you don't have to have thousands of books to be a booktuber. I'm lucky. I've got a lovely bookshelf behind me, but if you don't have that, use what you got. Just make sure the background is nice. And yeah, show what books you do have, but you're on there for yourself talking about books. And it's it's all about you. Being authentic, being real, and having fun with it. You got to smile and have fun with it. Okay, and another thing is, let's just see what I said here. Oh yes, if you want to combine different interests, like with books, with animals, books with music, books with movies, you're welcome to do that. And you could possibly do it really well. There's no rules. But if you're on BookTube, people want to hear you talk about the books that you love. I'm just going to say that. I did a couple of videos, actually I did about 4 or 5 videos on my favorite horror movies through the decades. It didn't do as well as my book videos. It's just the way it is. People want to hear you talk about books. Okay, and another thing. Oh yes, fill out everything in your channel, including the About section. And I know MJ says this often, and it's true. Fill out everything that you possibly can. And say your name. Say your name. Either in your channel, Cliff's Dark Gems, or when you're introducing a video. Hello, my name is Cliff. This is my channel. People like to know names. It's kind of, it just makes your brand a bit more well known out there. And another thing, yeah, maybe I've got that part here. Oh yes, and if you choose a channel name, think about whether you're a genre reader, you only read fantasy or horror, or do you read all over the place, you're an eclectic reader. I call my channel Cliff's Dark Gems because 99%, or maybe not as much now, I try to read a little bit outside of my comfort zone, but 99% of the stuff is horror. And that's what people expect. So when you choose a channel name, try to choose something attractive that relates to what you're reading. Oh, and I forgot, finally, for starting up a channel. And if you are nervous about talking in front of a camera, it does get easier. I still have nerves. I still think about everyone watching me out there on YouTube. But sometimes it helps to pretend that you have a friend that you're talking to, or maybe a subscriber. In my case, I'm very lucky. I have my wife behind the camera, so I can pretend that I'm talking to her, or that she's listening. It's kind of comforting. So if you've got another person that can do that, if you're not enjoying it, even if it's just for the first couple of weeks or months, and it just makes you more comfortable. So yeah, that's just a bit of a tip. Okay, we move on to filming. Now, I have mentioned sound and lighting, particularly lighting. We just got this one, basically a lamp shining on me here, and it's not the best, but it's what we do. And the sound, I didn't buy anything expensive, even though right at the beginning of my BookTube journey, people were saying you sound a little bit tinny, the sound wasn't so great. We didn't actually buy anything, right baby? Didn't buy anything, no. We just fiddled with the stuff on the camera, and we found the right way to go about it so that the sound improved. And you do want some kind of quality with that. But what a lot of people don't say on these videos, think about your background. And as I say, it doesn't have to be books, but it can be attractive. Make it attractive as you possibly can. And hey, some of my favorite booktubers film outdoors, in nature. That's pretty awesome as well. So just think about that. And another thing as well is think about where you are in relation to the shot. Right? So I'm moving out now a little bit. Sometimes if the camera is pointing too much to the left, the shot looks a bit strange. So think about kind of the framing, or where you are in relationship to the shot. And if you're using a cell phone, and there's some awesome channels that don't worry about this too much, and they just film themselves like this, that's perfect. There's no rules. I'm just giving some tips and advice for what I experience. So yeah. And the next one, oh, what to film. Yeah, there's so much content on booktube. There's TBRs, there's wrap-ups, there's book reviews, there's tags, there's top 10s, there's all sorts of exciting stuff that you can film. A lot of booktubers choose not to film TBRs and wrap-ups. They focus mainly on book reviews. There's a lot of people that don't do tags. That's fine, but I love it. So choose whatever you want to film and come up with some new stuff if you want. Think out of the box. Maybe a lot of people like these vlogs, long videos. I'm not particularly fond of it. Maybe because there's not really a hell of a lot around here. But it's up to you what you want to film. And hey, do a kind of original tag. Think of something completely creative and it might take off. So yeah. And then, oh yes, pets. People love doggies and kitties. Pets are awesome. We've got a pet. We love Layla. She can't sit on my lap. She's too big. But sometimes we'll put it into the video like a kind of intermission, a pet Layla intermission, which is kind of cute. And there's people that bring their pets in all the time, and it's awesome. And one awesome channel, I'm not going to mention channels here, I'm just saying, with the pets with him all the time. Okay, Dave and Olive, there you go. But there's no distraction. The pets, he's still talking books. And that is the important thing, because he's there to get your message across about the books you're reading. And if the pet is a constant distraction, and you're giving more attention to the pet than to the camera, that might not be a good thing. So you just got to think about how you do it. I like to put those like kind of intermissions in. But just be wary of that, because people do want to hear you talk about books. That's the most important thing, right? Then, upload as consistently as you possibly can. Yeah, helps algorithm. I was uploading 2, 3, sometimes 4 videos a week, which is pretty good. On different days, which is not as good. It's nice to have a routine. But yeah, this month has been hell for us, so I think this is the second video in a month that I've uploaded. But that's okay, these things happen. And that's another piece of advice. If something happens in your life, give yourself room to take a break. Kind of mental health, ill health, anything. You're allowed to take a break. This is booktube. And I'm very lucky. I've got some loyal subscribers who've stood with me, who've wished me well during our time now. But you're allowed to take a break when you need to. Okay, and the next one. Editing. It's just to sharpen up your videos. And if you do a lot of editing like I do normally, yeah, it's there to sharpen things up and to make things run smoothly. But there's no rules there. Some people don't edit. Some people it's just a conversation in front of the camera and they just talk. Kind of like I'm doing now. But yeah, editing can kind of smarten things up. Adding images like I usually do, that sort of adds to the whole thing. And also, doing an intro sequence. I say the exact same thing every time I start my video. And then we got a little intro sequence. Nothing wrong with that. That's great. That's awesome. And the nice thing about that is with, what do we use for editing?
Lightworks.
Lightworks, yeah. That's free. Yeah, it's free. So everything you see on the video, the editing is free. You don't have to go pro. You don't have to. Just get free software, get free whatever. Use what you've got. And once you've done the little video at the beginning, you don't have to do it again. All you do is just attach it to your videos after my intro. That's what we do, and my outro. And super creative, I think, and that's all down to my wife. She did it. And then it just makes everything, your video, look more smooth and polished and just like, yeah. And I got an excellent piece of advice right at the beginning of my booktube from Ollie at Criminoli. I mention him. He said, like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with looking at other people's videos and taking something from that and learning from it. And he actually got me thinking, because he has the same intro right at the beginning of his videos where he talks, I'm Ollie from Criminoli. And I thought, well, I'm going to do the same thing. Okay, nothing wrong with that. It's different. It's totally different. And you can do that. Look at other booktube videos and see what you like. How you can edit, how you can polish up your videos. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Okay. Next thing is, this is the big one. Make your thumbnails as attractive as possible, because that's what people see. Okay? We kind of have a uniform thumbnail now. Our color scheme, what we try and do, and we try and do it every single time. So if people see it, they'll recognize it's my channel. But maybe it's not the best thumbnail, but that's what we do. But we also, we try to make it as attractive as possible, so that people kind of know your brand. And that's very important. If you don't have a proper thumbnail, people are going to scroll on by. Because it's like anything, booktube is kind of competitive in a way. So if you want your channel to be recognized, have a good thumbnail. And then, and this is a controversial one, video length. I know a lot of people love vlogs, and they're often they watch, that's great. But if you're a brand new booktuber and you make your videos over 40 minutes, I don't know. Just from my experience, that's not the best way to go about it, because people don't have the time, the energy to watch for 40 minutes. Vlogs are awesome. I watch some vlog videos. But in the evening, I try to limit my watching time to about 3 hours or something. And you want to watch a lot of videos. All the people you subscribe to, and variety, but you also got to spend time with family. You also got to spend time doing other things. So just think about the length of your videos. Okay, and finally, growing your channel, being a booktuber, being part of the community. And that's the first thing, community. Make friends. Make friends. Comment on other people's videos. And whatever you do, answer all the people that comment on your videos. Look after your subscribers. And it doesn't matter if you've got 10 or 100 to start with. You look after your subscribers. Another thing is readathons. Another way to really make friends. A certain type of person that loves readathons and will go all in and be willing to do all the prompts and everything, and to make friends and to go all into the readathon. And that's fine. But there are people that don't like that stuff. And especially if you are an eclectic reader, then readathons are a good thing. But if you're like a horror reader, a genre reader, or you're a mood reader, readathons might not be the best thing in the world for you. I try and pick and choose, and I try and support my friends wherever I can, and that's what I'm going to keep doing. But it's entirely up to you how far you go into these readathons. Because also remember, if you go into a readathon, it prompts, and you have to be kind of eclectic, because people that read all sorts of books, there are lots of different kinds of readathons. And I mainly pick the horror ones, just because that's who I am, that's what my channel's about. But that's a good way to make friends, it's a good way to broaden your channel, like grow your channel, and that's great. Another thing is social media. So if you're part of BookTok, is it TikTok, Instagram, I don't know. The only thing that I'm involved with is Goodreads. I love Goodreads, sort of got my whole library there, and that's where a lot of my friends are. But I don't really haven't been involved in Instagram and all that stuff, so it's kind of yeah. If I do, I'll possibly grow even more, and I probably will at one stage, but it just seems like, yeah, don't know if I want to yet. But that is a great way to kind of spread your wings and broaden your horizons. Find other people that are interested in what you're reading and what you're talking about. Is get involved in social media, even Facebook, whatever. Okay, and then finally, well, actually I think I've said it all. Yeah, book clubs, all that kind of thing. Discord, which I'm terrible at. But yeah, that's another way to get involved in another person's channel. Join their Discord. Whatever you want to do, just to spread your wings, grow your channel. Okay everyone, so that's my video for today. Hope you're all doing well. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. And yeah, just think of us, we're going through a bit of hell right now. Legal stuff, all sorts of stuff. Yeah. And yeah, please take care of yourselves and keep those pages turning. And cheers.